A country where the sun doesn't set, people sleep in hotels made of ice. Children still play outside at midnight, and entire neighborhoods sleep peacefully, even though the doors don't need to be locked. This is Sweden, a place that makes you question time, summer, and the way people trust each other so deeply. Not as lively as Paris, not as flashy as Dubai, yet it's the quiet and uniqueness here that truly stay in a traveler's heart. From old villages in the south, the Midsummer festival under the midnight sun, to Lapland, with auroras, reindeer, and ice hotels, Sweden doesn't need to show off to stand out. But once you've been, you'll want to come back again. This is a detailed travel guide video for anyone planning a trip to Sweden. If you want to travel independently, save money, and explore like a local, this is the complete travel documentary made just for you. Best time and seasons to visit. Located in Northern Europe, Sweden is one of the most unique destinations you can experience. It's a place where refined Nordic culture meets breathtaking nature, from endless forests and crystal-clear lakes to quaint old towns by the Baltic Sea. Start your journey in Stockholm, the capital built on 14 islands, where modernity blends with a long-standing history. As you stroll through the old town, Gamla Stan, you'll see cobbled streets, charming old houses painted in warm yellow, red, orange hues. Roadside cafes filled with the scent of cinnamon, and traditional craft shops that create a nostalgic vibe in a modern city. Many corners here still preserve medieval architecture, making you feel as if you've stepped back into Nordic history. If you want to understand Swedish identity more deeply, visit in mid-June, when Midsummer, the biggest festival of the year, takes place. Swedes wear flower crowns, dance around traditional poles, eat pickled herring and potatoes, and drink schnapps while laughing together. The sun hardly sets, and in the lingering twilight until midnight, you'll feel the strong bond between people and Nordic nature. But if you're seeking tranquility and a unique nature experience, head toward Swedish Lapland, where Abisko and Kiruna lie amidst snowy forests and high mountains. Here, you can ride huskies through frozen woods, stay in a hotel made entirely of ice, or join a Northern Lights tour, a natural phenomenon lighting up the Arctic night sky. Everything here is peaceful, perfect for relaxing, breathing in crisp cold air, and enjoying a calm life. And everything you've just seen is only the beginning of your journey to explore Sweden, a colorful and full of surprises country. Even more incredible experiences are waiting for you in Part 6. Don't take your eyes off the screen. Best time and seasons to visit. Each season in Sweden offers a unique charm, and choosing the right time will help you fully enjoy the nature, festivals, and culture here. The following travel guide will help you plan your trip accordingly. Spring, April, May. This is when Sweden steps out of the long winter. Snow begins to melt, trees turn green again, and the air gets warmer. In Stockholm, cherry blossoms bloom in the parks, and at Lake Hornborgasjön, thousands of migrating cranes return, a fascinating time for birdwatching and witnessing life return after the cold season. Summer, June, August, the most vibrant travel season. The weather is warm, the days are long. In the north, the sun almost never sets. People take long vacations, go camping, have barbecues, and paddle kayaks. This is also the season of the Midsummer Festival, a great chance to witness traditional Swedish culture through music, food, and folk games. Autumn, September, October. Cool air and changing colors paint the forests in red and gold. It's the ideal season for hiking in nature spots like Dalarna or the high coast, Höga Kusten. Also, travelers can more easily find cheaper flights and hotel deals compared to the summer months. Winter, November, March. It's cold and snowy, especially in the northern regions. This is a perfect time to hunt for the northern lights, especially in Abisko National Park, known for its clear skies. If you love winter activities like skiing, dog sledding, or sleeping in an ice hotel, then winter is your ideal choice. Hey there, where are you watching from? Which city are you in? Leave us a comment so we don't feel alone. A small gesture, but it gives us motivation to bring you even more exciting videos. Thank you so much. We love you dearly. And to get to Sweden, first you'll need a plane ticket. In the next part, I'll share a few small tips to help you save 20% to 30% on flights. Don't miss it. Flight tickets, visa, entry. Sweden is a standout destination in Northern Europe, and travelers from the US can visit quite easily. However, without proper preparation for visas and entry procedures, you might run into trouble as soon as you land. The travel guide below will help you plan smoothly from the very beginning. Popular airlines from the US to Sweden. There are currently no regular direct flights from the US to Sweden, but you can easily connect via major airports in Europe. SAS, Scandinavian Airlines. Sweden's national airline, offering connecting flights from New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles via Copenhagen or Oslo. Delta Airlines, Lufthansa, Finnair. Fly from major US cities with layovers in Frankfurt, Helsinki, or Munich. Icelandair allows a stopover in Reykjavik before continuing to Stockholm or Gothenburg. Common arrival airports: Arlanda, ARN. The main airport in Stockholm, Landvetter, J.T. Near Gothenburg, Malmö, via Copenhagen. Kastrup Airport, CPH. Then take the Öresund train for about 25 minutes. Tips for finding good airfare deals. Booking time. Book 2 to 3 months in advance if you're traveling during summer, June, August, or peak winter, Christmas, New Year. Midweek flights, Tuesday, Thursday, or flights in early morning or late night hours often have better prices. Watch for promotions from SAS, Finnair, Icelandair, or Lufthansa during month ends, festivals, or Black Friday. Look for flight plus hotel combos on platforms like Expedia, Agoda, or Booking to save up to 20 to 30%. Useful tools for booking: Google Flights, Skyscanner, Hopper. Track ticket prices and get alerts on changes. Momondo, Kiwi. Suggest flexible and cost-effective flight routes. Visa and entry documents. US, Canadian, Australian, UK, and most EU citizens are visa exempt for stays under 90 days in the Schengen area. However, you still need to prepare a passport valid for at least 6 months, a round-trip ticket or ticket to a third country hotel, confirmation or accommodation address. You may be asked about your travel plans or financial means. Tips for entering Sweden. From 25, the EU will launch the ETS system. You'll need to register before flying, similar to the US ESTA. Have travel insurance that includes medical coverage. It's mandatory for visa applications, if applicable, and extremely useful in emergencies. Entry procedures at airports like Arlanda are fairly quick, but officials may ask additional questions if you're traveling independently. Just a few simple steps, and you'll officially set foot in the land of peaceful islands. Endless pine forests and a creative Nordic culture. Your Swedish journey starts here, smooth and worth every moment. After landing at the airport. Don't rush off with your suitcase right after landing. There are a few small things you should take care of at the airport to make your Sweden trip smooth from start to finish. Get ready right at Arlanda Airport, ARN. Stockholm. Buy a SIM card or Wi-Fi. Carriers like Telia, Telenor, and Comvik sell SIM cards directly at the airport. Data plans range from $10 to $15 a week, enough for maps, Google Translate, and ride-hailing apps. Exchange some cash. It's a good idea to exchange a small amount of SEK, around 200-500 SEK, for initial expenses. The exchange rate at the airport isn't ideal, so consider withdrawing more later from SEB or Handelsbanken ATMs. Download essential apps, SL app, for checking train schedules, buying tickets, and planning public transport within Stockholm. Bolt or Uber, widely used in major cities. Prices are clearly displayed and can be paid by card. If you'll travel frequently, consider getting the SL Travel Card, 1 to 7 days, which covers all public transport in Stockholm. Getting from Arlanda Airport to downtown Stockholm, 40 km. Arlanda Express high-speed train, the fastest way to reach central Stockholm from the airport, taking only around 20 minutes. Tickets range from $30 to $35 ride. SL Pendeltåg commuter train, a more budget-friendly option, taking about 40-45 minutes. Lower cost, suitable if you're not in a rush. Flygbussarna Airport Bus, ideal for larger groups or budget travelers. The ride takes 45-60 minutes, is affordable, and runs frequently throughout the day. Small tips and warnings. Avoid taking unofficial taxis or those without clear signs at the airport. They often charge extremely high fares. Choose trains or pre-booked cars from reputable companies to stay safe and avoid price scams. If renting a car, go for an electric or hybrid vehicle to save on fuel and be eco-friendly, especially if you're planning to explore natural areas like the Black Forest or the Bavarian Alps. You've now taken care of all the essentials. It's time to start the real journey. But where should you go first? And where's the best place to stay? The next part will suggest a 7-day itinerary for exploring Sweden that's practical, easy to follow, and time efficient. suggested 7-day itinerary and accommodations. In Sweden, your stay is more than just a place to sleep. It's part of how you experience Nordic life. Whether you choose a modern hotel in Stockholm, a lakeside cabin in Höga Kusten, or a small hut deep in Lapland's forests, this travel vlog will suggest places that match the way you want to enjoy your journey. Sweden Travel Itinerary, 7 days. Day 1 to 2, Stockholm, Gamla Stan, Vasa and ABBA Museums, Djurgården Island, Archipelago Cruise, Nordic Cuisine and Fika Day. 3 to 4, Gothenburg, Feskakorka Art Museum, Fika, Bohuslän, Smögen, Fjällbacka Seaside Cabins. Day 5, Höga Kusten, Skulaskogen, Trekking, Sea View from Skulberget, Nordic Fish Soup, Lakeside Forest Cabin. Day 6 to 7, Kiruna and Abisko, Ice Hotel, Sami Cuisine, Husky and Reindeer Sledding, Northern Lights Hunt, Abisko National Park Trekking. Day 1-2, Stockholm, City of Bridges and Museums. On your first day, start by walking through Gamla Stan, the old town with cobbled alleys, yellow-red houses, and cozy cafes inside 17th century buildings. Stop at Stortorget Square, once home to historic events, now bustling with street artists and the scent of cinnamon buns. From there, head to Djurgården Island, home to many famous museums. If you love history, visit the Vasa Museum to see a warship salvaged after nearly 400 years. If you're a disco fan, the ABBA Museum will be a treat. In the evening, try a true Nordic dinner. For something elegant and local, go to Tradition Stockholm, serving meatballs with lingonberry jam, pickled herring, and potato cakes. Or, if you're up for something daring, try surströmming, fermented herring known for its strong smell but beloved by locals. On day 2, slow down. Spend the morning on a boat tour through the Stockholm archipelago, nearly 30,000 islands scattered across the bay. One great stop is Vaxholm, a seaside town with a castle, cozy cafes by the dock, and pastel wooden houses like watercolor paintings. Return to the center by noon and head to Meatballs for the people in Södermalm to try modern Swedish-style meatballs, or go classic with grilled salmon and mashed potatoes, a staple in Swedish meals. For accommodations, if you enjoy a modern, creative vibe, stay in Södermalm, the hipster district with indie bars, second-hand shops, and stunning city views from Skinnerviksberget Hill. If you prefer an elegant and refined style, Östermalm's boutique hotels are a perfect choice, close to museums, shopping centers, and Michelin-starred restaurants. Day 3 to 4, Gothenburg and Bohuslän coastline. After 2 days in historic Stockholm, it's time to change the vibe and head west to Gothenburg, Sweden's second-largest port city, where art, food, and coastal life beautifully blend. On day 3, start at Feskakorka, the fish market housed in a building shaped like a church. Here, you'll find freshly caught seafood and can even enjoy live lobster or pickled herring at the counter. Don't miss Restaurant Gabriel, known for its oysters and seafood soup from Sweden's western coast. Then dive into the artistic world of the Gothenburg Art Museum, featuring works by Picasso, Edvard Munch, and Nordic masters. End your city stroll at Avenyn Boulevard, lined with cafes and Scandinavian interior boutiques. Be sure to enjoy a fika, Sweden's coffee ritual. Tip: try de Matteo or Brogillen for aromatic cannelle buller, cinnamon buns, and rich coffee. A slow, deeply Nordic moment. On day 4, rent a car and explore Bohuslan's coastal region. Stop in Smogen, a colorful fishing village with a wooden boardwalk by the sea where you can eat fresh shrimp right at the dock. In fall, join local fishermen on lobster-catching trips. Leaving Smogen, head to Fjällbacka, a dreamy seaside village once the summer getaway of actress Ingrid Bergman. Red wooden cabins nestle along the granite bay, where you can sleep surrounded by nature, watch the sunset over the sea, and fall asleep to waves and salty breezes. For cozy yet comfortable stays close to nature, try Bryggen Fjällbacka Hotel at around $120 night. Rooms face the sea with a small bar and a homely vibe. Or if you're budget conscious but still want charm, Smogen's Havsbad is a great choice, with spa access, Nordic breakfast, and rates from $90 to $110 night, just steps from the harbor. Got your eyes on a destination but not sure where to start? Comment its name below. We'll create a custom travel itinerary, cost estimate, and maybe even a full travel vlog just for you. Who knows? Your dream journey could be the next video on this channel. Day 5. Höga Kusten, the high coast. After days exploring western Sweden, you'll head north to Höga Kusten, the high coast region recognized by UNESCO as a natural heritage site, where mountains, forests, and the sea merge into one. Traveling by train or car, you'll reach Skuleskogen National Park, where forest trails and steep rock crevices lead you to the top of Skuleberget, offering sweeping views of the Baltic Sea stretching far into the mist, dotted with quiet little islands nestled below. When hunger strikes after the trek, don't miss the hot Nordic-style fish soup, fisksoppa, served at roadside cafes, accompanied by rye bread and herb butter. It's a simple but heartwarming meal in the cold wilderness. If you're there on a weekend, you may come across local markets selling smoked salmon, reindeer sausages, and wild berry jams, all handmade by locals. In the evening, stay in a forest cabin or lakeside lodge where you can light a fire, sip hot cocoa, listen to the wind rustling through the trees, and feel the utter stillness of the Nordic wilderness, raw yet deeply peaceful. Day 6-7, the far north, Kiruna and Abisko. After days in the cities and by the sea, your journey now takes you to Sweden's far north, where snow, northern lights, and Sami culture create a completely different experience. You can fly to Kiruna or take an overnight train to Abisko. The next morning, as you open the train door, everything is covered in snow. The air is freezing cold and crisp. It feels like arriving in a whole new land. Your first stop should be the Ice Hotel in Jukkasjärvi, Sweden's famous ice hotel. Even if you don't stay overnight, you can still tour the rooms made entirely of ice and try cocktails served in glasses, also made of ice. For local cuisine, visit a Sami restaurant and try suovas, smoked reindeer meat, or renskav, sautéed in cream, served with lingonberries. In Kiruna, don't miss Spiss Restaurant, where modern Nordic cuisine meets local ingredients. Then try a husky sled ride or reindeer-drawn sleigh guided by Sami people. It's fun and offers insight into indigenous culture. If visiting in winter, don't miss the Northern Lights tour in Abisko. Known for some of the clearest skies in Europe and the best views of the magical green and purple lights. The next morning, if you're still in Abisko, wake up early for a hike in Abisko National Park along the bright blue glacial river, or take the cable car up Mount Njula, where you'll get breathtaking views over the Laporten Valley. By noon, head to STF Restaurant within the lodge and enjoy a steaming bowl of Arctic fish soup and traditional Lapland rye bread. As your journey comes to a close, you can return to Stockholm by domestic flight or overnight train. Stay at STF Abisko Tourist Station for about $130. A cozy wooden lodge in the wild, with shared kitchens and a private Northern Lights lookout, ideal in winter. Or if staying in Kiruna, you might choose Camp Ripan from $140 night. This place offers Sami-style private cabins, a spa, a small bar, and an on-site aurora viewing area. Accommodation tips for traveling in Sweden. Booking.com, hotels.com. Easy to use, wide range of choices from comfortable hotels to budget hostels. Great for most routes through major cities. STF, Swedish Tourist Association. A great option if you enjoy cozy hostels, lakeside cabins, or mountain lodges. Reasonably priced with nature-based and local Swedish experiences. Sweden isn't just about pine forests and gray northern skies. There are places here so beautiful, you'll wonder why no one told you sooner. So let's discover the kind of experiences that'll make you want to come back from the very first step. Highlight destinations and experiences. In this travel documentary, we'll explore a very different side of Sweden, where beauty isn't found in skyscrapers, but in the stillness of deep forests, the faint glow of the Northern Lights, and the slow rhythm of Nordic life. Strolling Gamla Stan and visiting the Vasa Museum. Gamla Stan is the old town in central Stockholm, where you can walk on cobbled streets, admire red-yellow houses, stop by tiny cafes, or browse charming handmade crafts. The atmosphere is peaceful and relaxing, enough to make you want to slow down. From here, it's a 10-minute walk to the Vasa Museum, home to a warship that sank on its maiden voyage in 1628. After over 300 years at the bottom of the sea, the ship was salvaged almost intact. If you love history or simply want to witness a true story in person, this is a place well worth visiting. Abisko National Park, raw nature and top-tier hiking. If you're looking for the clearest, most accessible place in Sweden to see the Northern Lights, Abisko National Park should be at the top of your list. It's far from cities, but offers exceptionally clear skies, low clouds, and almost no artificial light. Perfect for aurora viewing in winter. In summer, Abisko becomes the starting point for the famous Kungsleden Trail, featuring mountains, valleys, wild rivers, and crisp air. Whether you hike for days or just a few hours, you'll find this is a very different part of Sweden. Quiet, open, and incredibly refreshing. After those peaceful moments, It's time to dive into the festive spirit of Swedish culture. Each season and region celebrates in its own way, subtle but full of life. If you come at the right time, just stepping outside puts you in the middle of the joy. Stockholm Culture Festival. Held in August, this festival takes over central Stockholm for about a week. Streets are lined with stages, food stalls, and free activities. You can stop to hear live music, try unusual dishes, or simply watch street performers as you stroll. The atmosphere is lively, but not overwhelming. Best time to go? Late afternoon to evening. It's cooler, and more events take place. Lucia Day, when light shines in the dark winter. Lucia is one of Sweden's most beautiful and meaningful celebrations, taking place every year on December 13th. Right in the middle of the dark, cold season, children and teens dress in white, wear candle crowns or LED ones, walk in lines, and sing traditional songs at schools, churches, and public spaces. There are no fireworks or wild parties, just calm, solemn, heartwarming moments. If you're in Sweden, then find a public Lucia procession. Many are held in large churches across Stockholm, Gothenburg, or Uppsala. After festivals, Swedes don't rush home. They usually gather for a meal, chatting warmly over simple but cozy food. If you want to understand their culture better, start with these familiar dishes below. Köttbullar, Swedish meatballs, the beloved national dish. This is Sweden's most common dish, served in homes and restaurants alike. If you try only one thing on your trip, start here. The meatballs are golden fried, served with mashed potatoes, creamy brown gravy, and lingonberry jam. An unusual combo, but surprisingly well-balanced. Try it at Meatballs for the People, Södermalm, Stockholm, around $14. Or head to Slingerbolten near Gamla Stan, a traditional spot with a cozy feel, priced about $13.16. Gravlax, dill-cured salmon, subtle but deeply Nordic. If you're not into bold flavors but want something uniquely Swedish, Gravlax is a great entry point. Salmon is cured with salt, sugar, and dill for a few days, then thinly sliced and served cold with dark rye bread or boiled potatoes. The taste is fresh, mild, and appealing even to those new to Nordic cuisine. You'll often find Gravlax in breakfast buffets at 3- to 4-star hotels in Stockholm or Gothenburg, usually set near the salad section, served with mustard sauce and sliced bread, perfect for sampling without ordering a full dish. By now, you're probably wondering, so how much does a trip to Sweden actually cost? No need to guess. The next section breaks down the estimated total costs, short enough to grasp easily and real enough to help you start planning today. Estimated costs, USD per day. Sweden is one of the countries with a high standard of living in Europe, but if you know how to plan, your trip can still fit a personal budget. Below is the suggested daily spending for one person, depending on your travel style. Depending on your travel style, expenses in Sweden can vary as follows. With $80 or $120 a day, you can stay in a hostel or homestay. Eat simple meals, use the metro, and still have time to explore museums, local markets, or free national parks. With $150 or $220 a day, you can stay in 3-4-star hotels, dine comfortably, travel by intercity train or rental car, visit museums and palaces, or join short experience tours. If you go for luxury travel, 300 plus, you can stay in boutique hotels, dine at Michelin-starred restaurants, take a scenic bay cruise, or hire a private guide to explore Stockholm or Lapland in depth. In short, with around $1,000 to $1,500, you can explore Sweden for 7 days, from modern Stockholm to peaceful old villages. From historical museums to raw nature, comfortably and with memorable experiences. Culture and things to avoid. Swedes are known for being polite, reserved, and respectful of personal space. They usually don't make small talk with strangers and tend to keep a certain distance. This is normal, not a sign of coldness. Things to do. Respect time. In Sweden, punctuality is a key value in both work and daily life. Whether it's a hangout, meeting, or social gathering, being late may be seen as disrespectful. Carry a card. Sweden is one of the most cashless societies in the world. Card or mobile payments are the norm, so make sure you always have a credit card or digital wallet. Be gentle and polite. Calm and modest behavior is highly valued. Speaking in a soft tone, being respectful and humble will help you make a good impression, even with strangers. Things to avoid. Don't push or be loud. Rushing or making noise will draw negative attention. Keep quiet and orderly in public spaces. Avoid showing off. Swedes live modestly and don't appreciate people who boast about themselves, money, or achievements. Don't disturb strangers. Privacy is highly respected, especially in public places like trains, parks, or cafes. If others don't initiate conversation, it's best to keep a polite distance. We've just explored this Sweden travel documentary together, not only through historic frames and peaceful nature, but also with a clear itinerary, specific costs, and approachable experiences for those who want to travel independently. Sweden is not loud, not rushed. It's a land of quiet precision, where you can stroll through Gamla Stan's old town, pause before the 300-year-old Vasa ship, or join a vibrant summer festival right in the city square. Everything in Sweden is gentle, yet far from forgettable, and it's that very simplicity that makes the journey truly memorable. This is a detailed travel guide video for anyone planning a trip to Sweden. If you want to travel independently, save money, and explore like a local, this is the full documentary guide made just for you. And if this travel vlog made Sweden feel like an exciting destination, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment to let me know.